A peacoat is one of the most versatile jackets that you can wear, since you can wear it all the way up to a suit, but you can still dress it down more casually if you're going out on the weekends or if you're just dressing more casually in general. Peacoats do a great job of building up your shoulders and slimming down your waist, since most of them have a nice big collar, which I always like to pop, and they have these lapels and they have both of these rows of buttons. This is called a double-breasted jacket, since it actually does fold over onto itself, and it creates a lot more warmth, especially if the wind is hitting you straight on while giving you a nice, slim, sleek silhouette. Now, I tried on a lot of different peacoats from just about every single manufacturer. I finally landed on this one from Shot, but I still wasn't home free, since I actually had to get the size 40 long, since the size 40 regular, the sleeves would come up too much and it would get too cold, since this one is a very warm jacket and I wear it in some really cold temperatures. This jacket is not as slim as I would like it to be, especially in the arms. It has some pretty low armholes. It has a lot of extra room. However, since it's a peacoat and we've got that collar and we've got this nice V-taper going on, it still looks very sleek, very slim, and it's really an added bonus since it has so much extra room. It's very easy to layer either a Prima Loft jacket under it if it gets super cold, or you could even just slip it on over a suit or a sport coat and you have no issues at all with movement. Very comfortable, plenty of room. Now, I don't really wear this one that much anymore. Only if I have to dress up is when I'll actually wear it. But I just find that it's hard to keep your neck warm. You always have to have a hat and gloves. It just sometimes can require a little bit more thought to wear something like this than the next jacket that we're going to talk about. But it is still a great option if you're looking for a nice wool jacket that you can dress up and down and stay super warm in. Last but certainly not least, this J. Crew Nordic Parka in navy blue. This is the jacket that I reach for once the temperature stays consistently below 40 degrees, and this thing will keep you warm probably all the way down to 5 degrees or 0 degrees Fahrenheit. This Parka jacket is very slim fit, as you can see, a size medium. I don't have a lot of extra fabric here. However, very easy to move around, no discomfort at all. It's nice that you can wear this one open. This is one of the big reasons why I always pick this one, or normally pick this one over the peacoat, since you can't really wear the peacoat open since you have all this extra fabric. With a single-breasted or a regular jacket, you can wear this one open a lot easier than the peacoat, meaning if the temperature starts to get unexpectedly warm later on in the day, it's easier to just not overheat. Now, this jacket also comes with a fur lining that goes over the hood. I opt to take it off because I find that I don't need it. It does look pretty cool, but it gets in my way when I try to look behind me, especially when I put the hood up. Speaking of the hood, it's really nice to have a jacket that actually has a hood. I'm someone that I cannot survive without a hat during the winter. My ears and head get way too cold. And if I'm somewhere, if I happen to lose my hat, it's nice that I have a quote built-in hat. I don't have to wrap my scarf around my head, and just not something I would want to do. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't reach the peacoat as much as I used to. Another nice thing about this jacket is it being a parka. It has a nice, I don't know if this is nylon, whatever the material is, very, very water resistant. Water has seeped through after wearing this in heavy rain for over an hour, which is a bit of an extreme condition. However, what I did was I just bought some wax and sprayed some wax on it through the shoulders and all over the place. Seemed like it did a good job of giving it back that water resistance, but we will have to see, since I haven't worn it in a downpour since that happened a long time ago. It's also nice that it has a lot of extra pockets. I normally keep a cheap pair of gloves in here just as an emergency, and plenty of storage if you want to put things like your phone, your batteries, an extra pair of gloves, a scarf. Literally, you don't need to have a backpack or have a separate bag for all your accessories. One time last winter, I went out and filmed a few vlogs with just my phone, and I was just able to have a couple of batteries right here. And we were walking around New York City all day, and I didn't need a backpack because I just had this jacket, and it was awesome. So as far as fashion and function, this one blends the line perfectly, a lot more perfectly than something like the peacoat, if you ask me, just because you do have that water resistance. You don't need to carry an umbrella. You do have that built-in hood, so you don't have to worry about if you forgot your hat or if you lose your hat. And you have just so many more areas to store your items, so you don't have to worry about bringing a backpack or bringing a separate messenger bag if you don't want to. So these are all the jackets that I currently own. Now, if everything went bye-bye instantly, which ones would I actually go out and buy again? Well, obviously, I can't buy this one anymore. It's discontinued, so this one is going to have to go. but I don't really wear this one that much anymore just because it's not heavy, but for what it is, it doesn't offer a lot of warmth. It's not that water resistant. Yeah, it's a cool looking jacket, but I've moved on. So this one, I'd have to kiss goodbye. The Loma quilted jacket has been discontinued as well. However, this is more of a plain Jane jacket, and it being black just means it's a lot better for me nowadays and my needs right now than my needs years ago, which just means it works a lot better for me right now. So I definitely would want to either keep this one or get something just like it. So this one is going to be a keeper. When it comes down to these jackets, this is a very tough decision. I absolutely love this jacket. However, I can't argue with the versatility of this jacket. So this is tough. You know, I think because I enjoy wearing this one so much, I would have to just say, forget about those style rules. Yeah, this is not as stylish with the orange, but I'm going to pick this one and I'm going to leave this one for a later purchase or maybe just get a cheaper version of it. And I actually didn't even realize that having something like this kind of negates the use for something like this, since I don't need two medium weight black jackets. The rain jacket is a very functional jacket, not super stylish, but it's not like a bright yellow or a bright red jacket, so you can still wear it in some casual situations and it's gonna look okay. Only thing I would try differently is maybe get it in black just so that it matches more of my outfits. And I wish they would make something without this white on the inside. That would make it just be able to blend in a lot more as a nicer casual jacket versus a sports only jacket. But the water resistance of this jacket alone means I can't get rid of it. I always have to have either this one or a black one in my wardrobe. The packable down sweater, this one is cool and I found a use for it. Like I said, just going to the gym, stuffing it in my bag. I would wait to see if I actually needed this one, or I would just get one just like it in black, of course. Find black is just easier to dress up, especially for casual jackets. But yeah, I don't know. I like wearing it to the gym, but that's really all I need it for. I probably could get by without it. I don't think I would run out and buy it right away, so I'm going to put it to the side. But this is something that I'm not going to get rid of because I find useful. So, you know, I'm going to put it over here on the smaller hanger. I'm going to put it on the lower one just to keep it, just to say that, yes, I'm not going to get rid of it, but I wouldn't necessarily run out and buy it right away. This Peacoat is absolutely awesome. It's the best Peacoat that I've ever tried on. However, if I'm being totally honest, at over 300, I think this one could be closer to 400. I'll put a price up on the screen. It is going to be very hard for me to go out and buy it again, just because I like a jacket that has a hood. I like a jacket that has pockets. I like a jacket that has a lot more water resistance. I like a nice Parka jacket a lot more than a Peacoat. Plus, there are a lot of other nice options when it comes to dressier coats. I've been looking at an insulated Mac jacket from the company Charles Tierwit. That one definitely looks like you could still dress it up, but it's going to be a lot easier, a lot more streamlined since you could wear it open. And I'm just not into the whole big baggy coat anymore, the big baggy fabrics. So I would probably shop around before just going and pulling the trigger on this one, especially since I don't wear it too much anymore and that price tag has gotten pretty high. Don't get me wrong, it is a great jacket, but I wouldn't necessarily go run out and get one right away if I'd start over from zero. And finally, the J. Crew Nordic Parka. Yes, I would buy this again. However, I would get it in black, partially because they don't make the navy one anymore. And number two, since I mentioned plenty of times throughout this video, black just matches better with my wardrobe and to my eye lately, whereas back in the day I used to love navy blue, and I just really appreciate all the functionality that the Parka gives me. My arm's getting tired. I have no problem wearing this one to a nice formal dinner or even a wedding over a suit if I'm going out and it's freezing cold in the winter. Especially the black one is going to be a little bit more formal. You can add that fur lining around the hood. It's going to make it look a lot more classic. Yeah, it's not as dressy as a peacoat or a top coat, but those wool peacoats and top coats can get pretty expensive, and you just get so much more utility and versatility out of a Parka jacket since it has so many more useful features. So if I was starting from zero, there you go. This is what I would start out with to cover all of my needs. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for watching.